Let's talk about special characters now. From time to time in your XML documents, you're going to want to put characters in the data that's not legal for XML. How do you go about doing that? Let me show you. First of all, let's look at the name tag here, the name element, and the mark content. I would like to put the less than sign and the greater than sign. So I want this to show up just like this. Now obviously that's going to be a problem. My XML parser is not going to be able to read it. Transformations would have trouble with it. I'm going to save this, close it, and try to open it. Notice, yep, I've confused it. End tag name doesn't match the start name mark and so forth. So what I've got to do is I need to embed a special character in there. And let me show you how to do that. I'm going to go out to PowerPoint and give you a list of some of the most common ones here. The special symbols that I can get to very easily, the common symbols, the most common ones are the less than. If I want to put a less than, I put the ampersand LT and a semicolon. The greater than, an ampersand GT and a semicolon. So let's go try that and then come back and look at the rest of them. So I'm back out in my XML document again, and let's fix this. On this less than one right here, I'm just going to highlight it, and then I will put ampersand LT semicolon, and then for the greater than symbol, ampersand GT semicolon. Now let's save that, and if I didn't fat finger it, we open it and notice my symbols show up. So that's legal for it. Now what we've done is we've just simply more or less passed it an escape character to tell it how to work in there. Now there's other things that we can put in here. For example, while we're here, let me show you. I can put quotes in here by using ampersand quote, Q-U-O-T. And if I didn't fat finger that and open it, you'll notice I now have quotes in there. So now you're thinking, well, wait a minute, what else can I put in? Well, let's go look at a short list. We already know about the less than and greater than. Well, we can put quote in. We can also put an apostrophe by putting the ampersand APOS and semicolon, and we can put an ampersand in there by using the ampersand AMP and a semicolon. Now you'll have to go out and do some digging for other things, but you'll also get into situations with various processors and so forth that you'll want to use different versions of these. Now these are actually coming through functionalities built into XML. What if I want to put other symbols in or show them in different ways? I can write this in a decimal format to make the ampersand show up. And let me go show you that in a code. So let's go back out to our XML document. Now what I'm going to do is I want to take these quotes out and put an ampersand in there. So I'll go out to edit my document in Notepad, and I will just put AMP, and then I'll kill this one. All right, now save that, bring it up, and notice we put @AMP in there. Now I could get in a situation where my parser doesn't like that, where anything weird's going on. I can put this in a decimal value. Now this is going to start to get kind of deep, but for now if I put @38, this is the decimal value for the ampersand in that character set, and it works. Now here's just a little clue. Go out and get your reference, go out and Google the character sets and the numbers and so forth, and you can actually put that escape sequence that I used right here, pound, ampersand, pound, and then the decimal value of the particular character you're trying to pull out of the character set and put it in here. Now that starts to get a little bit deeper. Okay, let's go back to PowerPoint. Let me just point out one more thing and then we'll be done with special characters. Now we're using the ASCII character set. There are 128 characters that we use in the first part of, and there are actually 256, but the first 0 to 31, which is 32 characters, are non-printing control characters. In XML 1.0, the version we're using, we can only access carriage return, line feed, and tab from those. Then in XML 1.1, which is the next release that's going to happen with XML, we can get all of those 32 characters except for null. So we can just put the escape sequence in. So again, I would refer you here out to a book like, say, XML in a Nutshell by O'Reilly. They have these characters printed in the back and some of the appendices. Special symbols can be somewhat challenging sometimes. You can put the decimal value, the hexadecimal value, all that sort of stuff, and just escape it in there and see those in your actual output. So that's just a real quick look at special symbols and to kind of give you a pointer on how to embed these things in your XML documents and have them appear correctly.